¿Habla español?
Day cancellation period, but if you actually install the game, you can't cancel. Is that what I'm reading?
Cute. Quiet.
The promise.
Lazy. Sure. Oh crap. They're all pushing. Nice sense of communication, guys.
Bye.
Credit not received is unprocessed credit. Use these words as much as you want. You know the rule is money. Neither Bethesda.
Yo, what's up, man? Yo, what's up, bro? What's up, dude? Are you on drop? Fish building land of that. I'm gonna land at fish. What I got on me?
Just
Alright. This guy's lagging really bad. He's literally 2 HP, but he lagged, and I was behind the object, but he lagged, of course.
Even though the Reddit thread is getting a lot of interest and replies. One even suggested charging a chargeback on the credit card since it was purchased digitally, noting absolutely nothing justified in this case since it's under $100 and no fraud is involved, only product as not as advertised. Most financial intermediaries will not even dig inside. In addition, it is useful for you to have the documents to say you have contacted the trader for the first time if your FI rejects financial institution. So people are actually saying like, look, here's how to charge it back. But then this coming out has conflicted. Some people are happy Fallout 76 PC players are receiving refunds from Bethesda. Bethesda embarked on a new eventually online multiplayer entry in the Fallout series, but not everyone is enjoying the ride. Every single game that launches always has some upset. That's probably but the outright results enough that developers have been pushing to respond. Bethesda is allegedly offering refunds to Fallout 76 players on PC if they reach out to customer support. Fire, we saw that. But nothing official has been revealed as of the time of this writing. Some customers are sharing their refund requests have indeed been honored. Others are still waiting responses, and there's no information on the criteria for the refunds, such as playtime or time passed since purchase. While the company attempts installation fires, the developers continue to enhance Fallout 76 by ironing out kinks and preparing players for upcoming additions to the survival experience. The most significant example is a recent Fallout 76 patch that ranged from 15 gigabytes on PC to 50 gigabytes on consoles. This update addressed instability, camp-based problems, new code drops, and a lot more. Well, I'm hoping, first of all, that all this public outcry will lead to a better game, a better experience for the Fallout fandom. Even if you purchase it right now, it's better for everyone. Fallout 76 ends up being one of the really nice game for $30 or $40. Now, if they continue to go down this road, which it appears they are, could go down as one of the biggest AAA disasters in history. So I'm curious what you have to say. Do you think Bethesda can turn it around, or do you think they're going to continue to circle down the toilet bowl to the drain? I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you real soon.
All right. All right. So since the beginning part is just kind of introducing myself and everything else, I am going to go move forward with that. The name of this talk, actually, let me just say, my name is Jason Scott. That's my proof. And the name of this talk is That Awesome Time I Was Sued for $2 Billion. It's not a fake title. I was sued for $2 billion, actually a little bit more. So don't worry, it's not a trick. This isn't going to be some CISSP bullshit. This is actually a real thing. Just saying, just saying. All right, anyway, so I run a site called textfiles.com, which is an archive of computer history. Started out pretty simple. I had a bunch of old computer bulletin board documents from when I was in my teens, and I noticed in around 1998 that there really wasn't a huge collection of them online, and this surprised me. So I put them online, and it got some press immediately, and it slowly grew in success. So people started to send me their old computer bulletin board stuff. I have to ask this now because it's 2009. When I say computer bulletin board, how many people know what I'm talking about? Okay, just checking. And I like the little nervous heads like. Anyway, it'll all come clear later. What happened is that over time, people started to send me other historical artifacts. So they would send me things that were sound. Well, those aren't text files, so I created audio, the textfiles.com. I started scanning old ads. That became digitized. I had ANSI art. I had music created by people in the 80s and 90s, art scene. And finally, pdf.textfiles.com, probably the lamest name on the entire set, which is stuff that was sent to me in PDF form. And I've put a lot of things up there of all various stripes, manuals, and everything else, and it's now really huge. I probably have somewhere close to 1 terabyte of data online that I provide for free with no ads, including, I might say, cd.textfiles.com. I'm mentioning this one because this is an interesting situation. I have a lot of shareware CDs, and if you don't remember that period of time, everyone was really excited by the fact that you could get 640 megs onto a single piece of plastic, but then we quickly ran out of things to put on them. So what ended up happening was there were people who would go around to computer bulletin boards. Remember that thing I talked about? And then they would grab all the files from them and shovel them onto one big CD and sell it for 15 bucks. Those were known as shovelware. Those guys were bottom-feeding assholes. Kind of like when you search and you see a Hackaday article and it's got ads all over it and it's not Hackaday. Same idea, except, 1990s clothing, so he's raving. And so basically I grabbed hundreds of those and put them online. So I have hundreds of gigabytes of this, of shareware stuff. So those guys turned out to be archivists, who knew? Things have gotten more intense lately. So one day I had to go rent a truck. Why did I have to go rent a truck? Because it was given to me to take most of the collection of Leonard Tower, who was one of the co-founders of the Free Software Foundation, who decided that he was trying to clean up things. So he gave me all his old stuff. That includes old issues of Byte, old journals, everything else. So I had to actually get an intern, which is a crazy thing, and we've been sorting through this thing, creating paper.textfiles.com, where I have been basically taking all of these old magazines and cataloging them, and we may scan some portions or things like that. So in other words, I've been having a happy life doing computer history, and I vacuum up terabytes of data, all sorts of things. And this is kind of what I do. I love doing it. And chances are somebody's probably bumped into my site several times in their online career. I have had kids who go to me who are going to college who have always known a time when textfiles.com is on and tell me that it really influenced them. Very touching, very, very friendly. And so ideally that should be the end of it, right? There's me, there's Al Jaffe who created the Mad Fold-In, and we should all live happily ever after, and everything should be awesome. Okay, except that I'm on the internet. So on the internet, you get letters. So when you have a terabyte of data, especially stuff you've collected kind of strangely, people send you letters. In fact, lawyers send you letters. So I get letters from lawyers all the time. I get letters from regular people too, and they're very